Hi, I'm Guy Griffiths from GG Fit and the author of the Membership Retention Education Suite with FutureFit. And I want to talk to you today briefly about inductions and why they are so important and one of the cornerstones of retention. To just hit you with some stats straight away, we always find that members who attend an induction stay at least a month or sometimes up to 4 months longer. So if you are not offering inductions to your members, then you could be losing 4 months of membership. Say £50 a month, you're effectively throwing away £200 by not offering inductions. So it's a really important cornerstone. But when I say induction, what I mean is some kind of welcome session. And actually, I prefer any other word than induction. And we quite often work with clubs on changing that terminology because members will come in and say, oh, I don't want an induction, I've had one before. That might have been 10 years ago. We don't necessarily want to take them through all the equipment because, yeah, that will have changed. It's about welcoming them to the club, getting them started, maybe just downloading the app, maybe showing them how to book a class, maybe getting them on the body composition device, but hopefully always talking to them about their goals and finding out a bit more about them than I want to lose weight. Oh, okay, fine. Why do you want to lose weight and what does that look like? So an induction, as we call it, for me, is a conversation with a member and knowing that after that conversation, they are definitely going to make at least one more visit. And that after that visit, they're going to be a bit more motivated and make one more visit. So having an induction process is really important. And offering inductions or selling inductions, I don't mean necessarily selling in terms of money, but promoting them and having some stories about what members get from that induction or welcome session or activation, whatever you call it, is really important. Knowing how many of your members have had an induction is also important. Let's say 100 people joined last month. If 50 of them have had an induction, then you're doing quite well, I'd say. But do we know that the 50 people that had an induction, how many first month visits they made? So we moved from selling and promoting this appointment to measuring how effective it is and knowing that 50 people had one and on average they made 6 visits in their first month, which is what we normally see. But then the members who didn't have an induction made on average only 4 visits in their first month. You can already see from these kind of simple KPIs that inductions are important, and that will help you to promote the fact to staff that inductions are valuable, but also you can use that for members. One of my favorite ways of selling an induction to a new member is to say, if you have, let's call it a welcome session, if you have a welcome session, you will stay longer, which is what we want and what you want today. You know, you're joining this club. So using the fact that it's a retention tool or mechanism is really helpful in selling it. You're joining the club today. Most of our members have an induction, and ones that do stay longer and get more results. So selling the induction is really key, and then measuring the effectiveness of it, building up some stories, getting some feedback. Maybe you've got some little word tracks about how you can promote or sell more inductions to your new members. And then reinforcing all of that. I won't get into the whole onboarding thing now, but the digital journey as well. So people that haven't had inductions yet, you send them a nudge by email or by text and persuade more people to have more inductions. Because the more inductions that happen, the more people will stick around and get fitter and healthier, which ultimately is what we want. So there's a bit of extra resource on this in terms of some cheat sheets and guidelines for you to help sell more inductions at your club. Or if you want more information on retention as a whole, have a look at the Retention Recipes book, which is also available here in ProZone.